Burlymengaming here with.
Luigi.
It's always glad to have you here with me, man.
Yep.
Before we actually get to our talking about what we're going to be talking about today, I just want to give a quick shout out to someone that we're not giving their name, someone who not only watches every one of our videos, but he's actually donated to the channel, and we're both very appreciative. They did not have to do it.
Yeah, thank you so much, man.
And you will definitely be seeing what it is and what it has been used for.
Yeah, I don't know what yet, but we'll figure it out.
We're still figuring that out, and
Yeah.
trust me, I am sure you will be happy and approve.
Mm-hmm.
Onto the main reason what we're doing is we're here to discuss the Switch, the presentation that was on Thursday night / early Friday morning, but I was doing it on Thursday night. I was recording something, but it was just like I was in a horrible state of really tired.
Yeah.
After working a long work day and then trying to stay up late for that, I was like, no.
Nope, too tired.
I fell asleep during just after the Skyrim portion of it. So
Oh, did they show off Skyrim?
for like a minute.
Oh, that's not bad. Better than not showing it at all.
Oh, you're gonna love what my opinions are of it now that I've had a day to sit and think.
Yeah.
So
Where do you want to start off?
I think we start off with the Switch.
Just talking about the hardware itself.
Yeah, well, we were wrong on that. We were both wrong on the release date, March 3rd.
Yeah? You said like the middle-ish of it?
Yeah, I was saying I think the 17th, and you were saying I think the week after that on the Friday.
Yeah.
And it's still launching on a Friday.
Which is good. They launched it on a Friday.
You don't want to not launch it. Like you don't want to launch the stuff on like a Tuesday of the week.
Yeah. No.
That's just insanity.
Yeah.
But 32 gigabytes of storage.
I don't know. Like it's fine if it was like docked all the time.
But with being a portable console, it's not good. Like the Wii U wasn't even great to have 32 gigabytes of storage. Like I could buy a USB stick, and I have bought a USB stick for my Wii U that was 64 gigs for like $15, and it was on sale, mind you. But like when I get cheap storage like that, like storage on these things are made the same way, pretty much. Like you could have increased the storage to 64.
Yeah, but like I don't know, it's kind of dumb, kind of expensive.
Or like I know you can micro SD it.
Yeah, I don't like how much is a micro SD card nowadays.
Well, I can look that up for like a 200 gig one.
No, let's just see how much 64 is. Let's just
Well, 64 is not too bad.
And then what would be up from 64 to 128?
Yeah, 128.
Yeah.
So,
and like the cheapest one, who cares about brand name? I don't think
well,
that really matters.
you could right now technically get like 256 for, oh, that's American dollars. So.
Okay, how much is that though? Whatever.
American 129.
And that's kind of a lot. Just for storage for your console. It's like how many games? Like maybe 2-ish?
I'm a little more because some of the Nintendo games, like if they're all Breath of the Wild and Skyrim kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I think Skyrim with all the updates on PS4 is around 30 gigs.
Oh no, I meant dollars. Like you can almost buy 2 games for $128. Almost ish. We're talking American price though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's a good segue to the price in Canada.
$3.99.
Horrible. Like,
much.
Unless that was coming with like another controller and the tech demo game, which we'll get into later when we get to the game section.
Well, hold on, that one's What is it called, that game? It doesn't come with it?
One two Switch. No, that's a you got to go spend 60, 70 bucks afterwards to go get it. Like, it's not something included.
I thought it was included.
No.
That's terrible. I thought it was.
Wii Sports was included. Nintendo Land, if you bought 32 gigabyte version, they gave you Nintendo Land. Mine didn't come with it because I got the bundle that came with Zelda.
Yeah, which is obviously the better bundle to choose.
Which was the better bundle, but I got a deal where I got Nintendo Land, a Wii Motion Plus Wiimote for like $40.
Yeah.
That was the year. That was the year that 3D World came out for Wii U.
Well,
so
yeah.
okay, it was like $40 at like when we had Future Shop back in Canada.
Yeah. Did they say that you can like use your Wii remotes or anything on the Switch?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, in Canada, here on Amazon, I found 128 for $54.49 without tax.
What company?
SanDisk.
Oh, who cares? That's not bad then.
Yeah, 200 is 97.
That's okay. That's not terrible. It's bad. Don't get me wrong, but not like.
But like, I don't even think these
the
are
Vita memory stick prices.
Oh, let's not.
That was a whole different. Just stop that one.
Like,
how much did you spend on your memory sticks?
Like, I got the 8 gig one that came with the Vita, and then I got a 16 gig one, I think, for like $50.
$50. Fuck that shit. Fuck that.
That was when they originally went for 90, but I got it down to 50.
$90. Yeah, I remember them being super expensive and just laughing at people buying them. Like, fuck that. You know what I mean? At least they didn't do something stupid. At least they were like, okay, let's use micro SD.
Yeah.
Which is very dangerous of them using, because chance of this thing getting hacked.
Oh. Well, the problem is you have any USB port and you allow storage, anything can get hacked.
Yeah.
So
I'm still surprised like the 3DS hasn't got as hacked as the DS.
Well, they put more security features probably.
Yeah.
And like the DS, you had to use like the R4 cards, stuff like that to hack through. It was easier. Like now that you have storage, and the original 3DS, you could easily just pop out the SD card and flop in a new one. The new 3DS, you gotta open the back plate and all that crud.
Yeah.
I hate doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So, the good thing about it is to charge it when you're not playing at home. Is you can use the Type C adapters to power it, so it'll charge pretty quickly. I'm assuming, because I know, isn't it faster charging Type C?
Yeah, but it's like also like tied to the battery that they toss in it. But yeah, like on my 6P, I can get about probably 80% in like 20 minutes, half an hour, which is pretty good. I would take that as good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's better. It's faster than what I have, but I have like micro USB on my Samsung phone. But the chargers that it came with, and the secondary one I bought, so I have one in each two houses, so I'm not wrapping up phone cards all the time.
Yeah,
charges the phone really quickly, and like that's something I love, because like all my other phones, I hated sitting and being like, oh, I want to go out now and do it. But the phone's at like 50, and since I was for a while just buying older phones.
Yeah.
50% wouldn't always do me.
Yeah.
You need to look things up, play music,
and
whatnot.
Might as well talk about how long the battery's gonna last on this thing.
2.5 to 6 hours. We kind of figured that.
Yeah.
Like, and they said Breath of the Wild is about 3.
That's brutal.
But that's probably, I guarantee you, with like brightness all the way down and a bunch of other settings.
So an hour?
Yeah. If you have like your brightness at a decent rate.
Did they say, I haven't read anything if there's going to be removable battery or anything?
They haven't, but like someone will come up something for it, like.
Yeah, but like what happens in like 3 years though? Because batteries tend to go eventually, right?
Right. Like, I guarantee you, it's probably like the same thing with like the 3DS and the DS, where it's an internal battery thing. Like the Wii U, it's on the handle of the tablet controller. You can unscrew that and buy. I think it was like Nyko that made third-party batteries, like a lot better the battery life.
Yeah.
But whether or not Nyko or some of these other hardware manufacturers make better batteries, we'll have to wait and see what they can do. I guarantee you some battery company is going to be working to try and do that, because if this thing takes off well,
we'll save how if we think it's actually going to take off well till the end.
Yeah, but like, if it does, let's say it does, these battery companies are going to invest money into making a better battery and try and, you pay $60, but you now get 12 hours.
Yeah.
And how many people would do that?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, to think anyone that's going to take a portable would be like, I would shell 60. Like myself, I would.
Yeah.
If it meant I could get a better battery and it's like not too encumbersome to do it. Like, if it's I got to take the whole dang, like, it's not just easily I unscrew a few things, pull battery out, put new battery in, and rescrew in, and I'm good. If it's a huge cumbersome part, thing, I'm not doing it because.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the battery's too small, but meh. What are you gonna do? Like, honestly, how many people do you think is actually gonna carry these around? How many are you gonna see on the bus or like walking around or?
Oh, on my bus ride to work, I guarantee you won't see anyone out. Some, like, when we would be at, like, when we were back at school where we went to college, which was just a few years ago for us. Like, the circle area.
Yeah.
There's going to be about 10 of them there. Like,
you think so? You think people are willing? Yeah. Yeah.
Because if it's got I can't remember if it's got Wi-Fi when it is built into the actual system or in the dock. I think it's in the system. With the free Wi-Fi there, right?
Yeah.
You're going to have people. Like, I know this thing doesn't have the street pass and all that.
No street pass?
How much did you really use it?
Zero, but I didn't think they were going to take it out. There's other countries that use it a lot.
I know, but like to help save on battery.
I guess.
Like when you put the 3DS in your sleep mode, and you have the Wi-Fi switch, the battery lasts a long time.
Yeah.
You're doing that while you've got this device you're lugging and playing.
Yeah, they'll kill it.
It's just gonna be that 2.5 to 6 hours. It's gonna be like an hour.
Yeah.
15 minutes to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be constantly running the antennas trying to find networks. Because I guarantee you they're not going to have, like, you can't do like an airplane mode and get the street pass function.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Yeah. Now them charging for online.
Oh, hold on. Let's talk about the accessory prices first. I'm going to stop moving to online right now.
Okay. Well, before we get to the accessories, what do you think about having the different Switch, but with, like, one Joy-Con red and one blue?
Like, I didn't, like, if they're fucking ugly as shit, those colors. It doesn't even, like, match nicely.
Like, if there were, like, two different sets, like, one was with blue Joy-Cons and one was with red Joy-Cons.
Yeah, that would have been cool, but, like,
it makes sense to me, and, like, maybe make the Switch a little bit red or a little bit blue. At least, if you're going to make one Joy-Con one color and one another color, make the left side of the plastic on the Switch to fit with that color. So that way...
Still would have looked ugly as fuck.
Well, it would have made it not so polarizing.
Yeah.
Like the controller prices.
I don't even know. I just remember laughing at them.
Yeah, while I'm pulling them straight up, so just... Give me a second here. We had things earlier set up, but we ran into some problems, so...
I know how much the dock is when you're looking at it up. $90 US for a dock. Which apparently has it has some of the I'm assuming it has some of the graphics.
No,
In it. Nothing.
apparently that's just you're charging an HDMI out.
That's bad then.
So kind of like a laptop docking station.
Yeah.
Where it doesn't add any processing power. And while Amazon has the consoles under like a GameCube for Nintendo Switch, so that's why it was so hard to find. So I'm just trying to find like the accessories. So, do give me a moment. Like, just the charging grip is $39.
The fuck's the charging grip?
That where you put the the Joy-Cons into.
Oh, yeah.
That's not too bad.
No.
That's one they get a pass in my opinion on. Like,
yeah.
So if you lose it, or you buy one secondhand that doesn't have it, or you've got another set of Joy-Con, you're not going, oh no, I lost this. Now I can't.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if I can find the prices too. Here we go. Well, so the dock's $90, which is stupid. Too high.
90 Canadian or American?
90 US.
So like 120.
Yeah.
It's probably more than that, but
and then the Joy-Cons you can buy separately, left and right. Because apparently each controller does different things, which is dumb.
Yeah.
But
well,
whatever.
Look at the button layout and you see what.
Are $49 each, or you can buy a bundle for $79.
So 110 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I know the Pro controller I think was like 79 there, or 69.
Yeah, 69.
That's pretty bad. Like.
Yeah, how much is an Xbox controller though? $50.
I was gonna say PlayStation. I think was like my Xbox One. The second one I bought was 70 something, but that's because it came with the charging pack and the charging cable.
Now, a question: why wouldn't they just bundle the Joy-Cons together? Why can I buy individual ones separately?
Because you lose them. Because they're expecting kids to lose these, and you will. Like. You get this for a little kid and that takes it out.
Yeah.
Those Joy-Cons are gonna go. Like you like if you were selling, like if you were still having that retail job,
yeah.
Those things would be the easiest to sell and warranty because you would be
Yeah. But no, the prices are too much for the accessories, I think.
Oh.
Like $79 for two? Not terrible, but not great.
But that's American. You can't even think of that here. Like here, an official Sony controller is $75. But like here's the thing. They're always on deals on Amazon. They're always on deals in like EB Games and any of the game stores where like I bought mine for like $50.
Yeah.
And that's back when like Dragon Ball Xenoverse came out for people to kind of, if they want a timeline of kind of things.
Yeah.
That's what made me buy a second controller.
Yeah.
Because, so.
Yeah, right. So I think the console itself, like the graphics look fine. Who cares really?
But the graphics aren't what sells me. Like,
you
have, like, Nintendo doesn't always have the best graphics.
No.
Like all the time, nor does certain other consoles, and I'll still gravitate. It's the games and the experience. If they have a good game and a good experience with it, I'll be okay with that. Like I like the kind of portable, take it on the go and drop it and play at home.
Yeah.
But some of these aspects aren't thought out too well.
No.
Like the price here in Canada. I'm sorry, when it comes to Black Friday here, like the Christmas sales and stuff, it's gonna get killed because you got to put it for $2.99 at least to stand an edge. Because if I'm a consumer that doesn't have any of the next generation consoles, but I want to upgrade, am I going to spend $3.99 just for the console, and then I got to buy games and other stuff. Or I go buy a PS4,
and I'm done.
And it's $329, $319, depending on like bundles and stuff. But you'll at least get a game.
Yeah.
You might get the Pro Edition at that point because that's all they'll be selling probably.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Xbox One for the same thing. They had some of them for $299.
Yeah.
Or like $1 or $310 with like a game or two. And they're not giving you crappy games. Like this year, it was like Uncharted 4 was one of the bundles for the PS4.
Yeah, which is pretty good.
Xbox One, you were getting like Gears of War 4 and Halo 5 and like Forza. I think there were like 7 different Xbox One bundles.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not gonna. If I had none, I wouldn't jump to the Switch right away at that price. Like they got to put it to $299 to stay competitive.
Yeah.
And like. Stores are they're gonna have to offer a free game.
Yeah, something.
Like, because I'm not gonna jump into it and want to throw money to get a game and then maybe wait a couple months to get something else I want for it.
Yeah, true.
You want the capital, and they want the capital. Mm-hmm. Like I know they don't want to sell at a loss. Nintendo's got enough money in the freaking bank. Like when in because their reports came out like last year,
mm-hmm.
they got money in the bank to take it. Like it's not like we're Sony, where Sony in certain sectors of the Sony company aren't doing so well.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't want to sell as much as a loss, but they know it's smart to.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if the PS4 was at a loss, but for PS3 it was.
Yeah.
So like. Nintendo could easily have put this down a lot lower, make the sales better.
Yeah.
Alrighty, do you want to talk about the online first or the games first?
Let's talk about the stupid online.
Okay.
Good segue. Might as well finish off with the games because that's the real what we're here to talk about.
Okay.
The games. The online's stupid.
The online?
I'm not paying Nintendo. Don't trust them enough at all.
I don't mind paying for online because I have a subscription right now to Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Call me what you will.
Yeah.
But you know what? With PlayStation Plus and Xbox One, I'm paying and the online experience is fine, depending on my internet connection sometimes, but that's not their fault.
Mm-hmm.
Except for when companies get DDoSed and crap.
Whatever.
You can't stop that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Plus, the whole free games you get with them, you get to keep. And like in my Xbox One thing, I had originally just the 1 month trial when I picked up the Xbox One, and then like I got another free 30 days because it was a promotion.
Yeah.
And then I got a couple free games. I didn't beat them unfortunately in time, but a couple months later, I picked up games for it I wanted to play online with. So I bought Xbox Live, and I still got to keep the free games that I had got earlier.
Yeah, which is cool.
Which is the way you want it. Like, it's neat what they're doing, like, that you get a free game every month, like NES or Super Nintendo game, and that they're going to have multiplayer features. But for them to go away, right?
Yeah, or unless you don't buy them.
You shouldn't have to. Like, if I'm going to... I know Nintendo...
Yeah.
This isn't going to be a $5 a month thing. If it was like $5 a month, maybe, but like it's going to be a $10 to $15 a month or an $60, $70 a year. Like they're going to have to put, in my opinion, they've got to price it lower than Xbox Live and PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And
was I reading online that it's not going to launch with voice chat support?
Apparently, from the stream, you're all doing like setting game invitations and setting like times that you're gonna game with someone sessions, all with a smartphone app.
That's dumb.
Yeah,
that's
especially dumb. Say you have not bad internet, but now I have a second device that I got to be mobile, connected to Wi-Fi and checking.
They didn't show the interface of this, did they?
No. It's free at launch for the first couple months, but I think like holiday season is when they send. I have to start paying for this, and That's where I get a little worried. Like I was like would have been okay if it was like, okay, you're gonna pay after a couple months when we first roll out the system, because this is the first time they're doing it, so they gotta test it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you keep the games. Like you get the one NES and one Super Nintendo a month, or one each a month.
Yeah,
one of them a month, whatever it's gonna work out to.
Yeah.
And some of them are gonna be modified with multiplayer in mind.
Mm-hmm.
But that's stupid. Like, let's say they release.
Did they announce any of the games that they're thinking of, like, could be given away or no? I don't remember hearing that.
Let's say Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
You can play that co-op. If I'm doing that online, and you know what, I'm doing it. Let's say you and I both buy a Switch, and we both have that, and we're playing it. Oh, our schedules didn't work out that much. We only got to World 2 of 6.
Yeah.
Oh, that month ends. We can't do it now.
Yeah. Too bad.
So you're it's not the way I would. It's not something I would do it.
Yeah.
Because then you're just alienating
half your market.
Yeah, well, more than half your market, because it's like I buy stuff, but I can't always touch it too much. Like, I'll buy it and play it for a little bit, but then unfortunately, the way my life and work schedules are, can't always sit and play it. Like, RPGs take me a lot longer, more than they used to when I was a kid. I had more time as a kid and as a teenager to do them.
Yeah.
As an adult that works 11 hours most days I work, I don't have to, when I get home, I'd love to play. Maybe I'll play 15, 20 minutes.
Nintendo just announced, sorry, it just popped open an article, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
But Breath of the Wild, they just announced that it's going to take 13.4 gigs for the download version.
So half of your internal storage.
Yeah. Sorry, continue now. We'll talk about that after. That was too funny. I just popped that open up like, Polygon.
They're like you're alienating your base, and I guarantee you some of the like they're not all going to be small, quick NES games that if you really know what you're doing, you can beat in 2 hours.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they're going to launch like a classic Final Fantasy or a classic RPG, and it's like, oh, I got halfway through it. I never played this one. I wanted to buy it, play it. I get halfway through them. I get a decent way through.
Yeah.
Month ends. Oh, that's gone. My progress is gone.
Yeah.
Like, are they going to relaunch these games at, like, okay, it's been 6 months since we did Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Let's bring Chrono Trigger back.
Yeah.
Am I going to be able to keep my saved game and go back?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I don't even know what game I would want. Like, did they just say Super Nintendo and...
yes.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's lame.
So
I don't even know which ones I would really want to play.
Well, like, if they're giving, like, free platformers, like, and stuff like that you have played, but, you know, hey, I bought a console, I'm paying for it, right? And I get Super Mario World.
Yeah.
Oh, I can play Super Mario World on the go.
Yeah, that's true.
Or when I'm at my lunch break.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. Did they say anything about friend lists? I don't remember hearing anything.
No. It's all tied into your phone. The phone app that they're going to be launching with.
Nope. Well, that's a failure. Right?
Like, you can have the phone app stuff. Like, I have the PlayStation app on my phone. It is good because, like, oh, I want to go. Like, I'll have my PlayStation on rest mode if I'm at my parents', and then, like I am now. Oh, I picked a good example. I had ordered Dishonored 2. It's something I do eventually get to play. I want to play. It comes with a digital copy of Dishonored 1 remastered. I haven't played that forever. I don't have my disc version right now. I entered the code, redeemed it. It's downloaded on my PS4 by the time I got back to my house in Hamilton. PS4. Oh, shoot. I gave my location. Whatever. I've been trying never to say that for so long.
Whatever.
Now. It was downloaded, installed already, did the updates.
Right.
So and it was like, okay, I just press the power button and play.
Yeah.
Like, that's great. And like, I have the messages app, so even though if I'm on Wi-Fi at my house and I don't have my PlayStation on, someone messaged me, hey, you want to play so and so tonight? I can just go in and say, yeah, let's do it. Like, that kind of stuff, I don't mind. But if it's your only way to do it,
yeah, that's bad.
That's where I get a problem, because now I'm going to have to crank between the phone and the game.
Oh, you know why they probably have to do that? Is if we want to play together outside of the house. Oh, like, you know what I mean?
Well, that's fine to have like the smartphone app, but like if I'm going to play with you when we're at your house or at my house and we meet up somewhere and play and have two switches and play, we're just going to use our cell phone's normal means of communication.
Yeah.
We're not going to pull up the Switch app and hopefully I check that you've messaged me on the. I'm just going to call it switchboard for the pun of it. I'm going to check Google Hangouts or text messages. I'll check anything else, even my email, before I'm going to check that. It makes no sense to just have it all through an app. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like as more I talk about it, certain things here, it just gets a little angrier. I'm not happy.
No. It's I don't know. Didn't really do anything. Okay.
Let's get to the games then.
Yeah. Start it off, whatever one you want. Let's save the big one for last. You know what the big one is.
Well, I'm gonna start with the tech demo, because that's what they really first show.
Yeah.
1-2 switch. Should have been included. Like if it was included,
yeah, cool.
Fine.
Yeah.
Then you know what? Oh, it's $79 here plus tax. Like if I bought it through Amazon, it'd be like $60.
Yeah.
But like that, and that's only if you're a thing.
Yeah, no problem.
And that's launch day. But I don't get why you would like. Maybe at a bargain bid price, maybe like be more funny to like live cast it with like people having a couple drinks and just doing stupid crap.
Yeah.
The trailer was corny. As soon as it showed it, it opens up with like two guys doing an old Wild West duel. Yeah. I was like, okay, this is your Wii Sports, this is your Nintendo Land, and nothing against them. I played quite a bit of Wii Sports when I got my Wii at first.
Yeah.
Because it's fun and stupid crud. But then I played Nintendo Land. I played a bit when I picked it up, because I picked mine up because my Wii didn't come with it. I picked it up with a controller. Wiimote with Wii Motion Plus in there for a cheap price together. So it was like, why not? Yeah. And I had fun, but not enough where I'm like, I need to go out and buy this.
Yeah, no more than...
Like, I forget if it was IGN or GameSpot, the guy that reviewed the Wii U, and it was like, it comes with no Nintendo Land. I'm trying to really sell it, but it was bad. It was bad. Like, not something...
we just got a message. If Super Mario Odyssey would have been a launch title instead of Zelda, I would have bought in the Switch day one of release.
Yeah.
When they beat Zelda, they'll have nothing else to play for a while.
Well, what the...
Do you have chat open, by the way?
No, I was just about to get there.
Yeah.
Because remember, I was scrambling to set this up.
Yeah.
So I'm just
we'll save Super Mario Odyssey talk for a bit.
My thing
I
was...
I want to get into that, though.
I'm not really talking about Zelda here, but I'm just quickly stating this about Zelda. They had to release it at launch.
Oh, yeah. Had to. They've been talking about that game for like 90 years.
For years, they've been for...
I think they've been talking about that game since Skyward Sword came out. Like, hinting at it, which is kind of weird.
They were kind of hinting that they're like, when the Wii U was showed off, they showed a small tech demo.
Yeah.
But not enough.
Oh, they didn't They didn't announce any release dates for that ARMS game or Fire Emblem or Xenoblade. I thought they all had release dates.
Yeah, no. I ever chat.
So what do you even play? Okay, what's the next game you want to talk about, Tyler? That's enough about 1-2 Switch. No one's gonna, like.
One of the positives for me.
Okay, let's just talk about ARMS.
No, it's just okay. We'll go to ARMS first.
Yeah, ARMS. I don't know. It's okay.
It's okay. It's like a $40 game. Like
no, yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's a lot of customizing with the different arm types because you see like boxing gloves.
Yeah.
See like blade arms. That's kind of cool. But having to play these, I seen the other comment.
Yeah.
I don't see them because I'm not a huge guy on motion controls. They're funny. And, like, you know, we get some of your buddies and a bunch of my friends over, and we play that.
Yeah.
And, like, we're drinking and stuff.
It kind of looks like it has, like, a Splatoon kind of vibe.
I think
and they just kind of, like, stole pieces, in a way.
Yeah.
And, like, they mixed it with Poka... What's that Pokemon?
Pokken Tournament?
Yeah. They kind of, like... use them, and then it's like, okay, go, done. I don't know. How much is that one going to be? $60 should be coming out, I would say, within probably the first 4 months, 5 months.
Well, I think
within the year.
Like, early.
Dumb.
This window. Mirage, your comments, Dragon Quest 11, we're going to get to the that game later, but that's a Japan only, apparently. The system is region free. It's not region locked.
Which is nice, but like,
if you're gonna, I don't want to have to import Dragon Quest 11 and hope there's an English option. Ukulele, yeah.
Yeah, we were kind of talking about that on the BurlyCast ukulele.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sorry about that.
Shovel Knight.
I almost bought that on
I'm not
Humble Bundle. It was on sale. I almost picked up Shovel Knight, but I was like, no, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, I will be interesting.
Yeah.
Like, but it's. I know they're going to add more content, but I'm sure they'll add the content to the PS4 and all 10 other versions that the console's on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know about Mario Kart.
Okay, let's just talk about Mario Kart. Oh. Fire Emblem, we have nothing. I have nothing to say because that didn't even show anything. You know what I mean?
Well, that I do actually, but
okay, go talk about Fire Emblem for your 30 seconds. That's all you're gonna
the
have to
title is Fire Emblem Warriors, and it's going to be, you know what Hyrule Warriors was?
Oh, that's bad then. No one wants to play that.
I would.
You know how many people bought Hyrule Warriors? Ooh.
It sold decently.
Yeah, but it's like meh. How many did the 3DS copies sell?
That was because it was on the Wii U.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do you have to say about that? They didn't show anything.
No, they showed 10 seconds of just a guy picking up a sword.
Yeah.
Like, apparently, the people that are confirmed are Chrom from Awakening.
Yeah.
I'm sure Martha and Roy, because of the Smash Brothers and stuff, are going to be. And I think they said Corrin from Fire Emblem Fates.
Yeah.
And I'm sure probably Lucina, since she was a huge part of Awakening and in Smash Brothers for 3DS and Wii U, she's coming to it. Like
Xenoblade, I never played the first one. Did you?
I have it on the 3DS.
And
the 3DS board. It's fun. I just have not gotten too much into it because it's a long game, and the problem is I gotta have the time to sit and play.
Yeah.
The one I wanted to talk about, which if I go by Amazon, it's coming out the 17th of March. Not the exact launch day, but close enough. Is Bomberman?
No one likes Bomberman.
Pardon?
No one likes Bomberman.
I love Bomberman.
Name the last time you heard Bomberman and talked about by people.
For a little while, people wanting it.
Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, it could be fun, but like, would you buy it for $69 though? $79?
Depending on how much content. If there's a lot of content, then yeah.
Interesting. I think that's more like a $30 game, but it won't be. Bomberman.
To answer your comments, like Mirage, yeah, it's great. The no region lock for Japanese JRPGs. Sonic Mania, that's great. Summer Luigi, as you may know, hate Sonic. I'm a huge Sonic fan.
I'm assuming you're gonna play Sonic Mania on the channel.
Oh yeah, well,
when does Sonic Mania come out?
I think June.
June. I will sit and watch you play all of it and just be pissed off the whole time. I'll do it just for laughs.
You're the one who texted me the collector's edition of that. You have to admit.
Well, the collector's edition was pretty cool, and it wasn't even that much. It was like, how much was it? Like $79?
It was $89 with tax normally, but I got it for $60 because of the Amazon. You can't tell me, like, the gold ring with the Genesis card, the Sega Sonic sitting on...
That was pretty cool.
Genesis.
But
that's probably one of the best...
collectors in a while.
Wow. I'll be back in just 2 seconds. I just gotta grab a water bottle because my throat's really dry.
Cool. I'll answer any of Mirage's questions if he's still around. I don't know. I'm not paying attention to who's watching right now. Not much. What else are you asking about? Mario Kart 8. Well, once Tyler comes back, we'll talk about that one. Probably the next one to talk about.
What?
Mario Kart 8. Deluxe. Meh.
You know what? That's something I will pick up, but not coming up till like April, June.
Which is March. It's only a month away from launch, which is fair.
Fair.
Yeah. That's Mario Kart's not. I don't. What do you really say? They're fixing the battle
mode, adding like Dry Bones, which is my favorite racer from DS.
Yeah, King Boo.
King Boo and the Inklings from Splatoon.
Yeah.
Let's just get to Splatoon.
Splatoon 2?
I never played.
I never played it either. I kind of want to.
I played a demo at the frozen yogurt kiosk, because back when a buddy of mine, a buddy of yours, saw Ant-Man, and because you know how they advertise Baskin Robbins, we were like, oh, let's get frozen yogurt. It's right by the movie theater there.
Yeah.
And we did, and they had the Splatoon kiosk there. We played that.
Yeah. Which is pretty... I don't know. Splatoon, yeah, it looks fun. It looks like I never played the first one, but it looks like they're adding a lot more weapons. Like, they were kind of emphasizing on the weapons, so...
Dual-wielding weapons and stuff.
I don't remember seeing a release date for Splatoon 2 either.
It's summer. They didn't give you like
summer. So that's probably like 4 to 5 months out within that first half a year.
Which is fine. You can't have you're getting some stuff in March, getting some stuff in April, getting stuff July and June.
Yeah.
July and June. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. No, Splatoon. I don't really have too much to say. It's the second one. It looks like they're adding a bunch of new stuff, which I guess was missing from the first game.
Well, apparently it's still going to have good content updates.
Good.
I just hope it doesn't launch like Splatoon 1 where it's missing half the stuff.
Yeah.
And slowly year. Like that pees me off. Like Street Fighter 5 did it.
Yeah.
And just like free updates, but it's like we launched the game that has nothing.
I wonder if it's going to be more like Splatoon 1.5 in a way. I don't know, like I never played, and by that video I couldn't really tell what was new.
Dual wielding weapons.
Meh. That'd be fun to play.
The one that was a big thing in the Switch reveal trailer.
Okay.
Skyrim, not even coming out launch day. It's in the summer.
Oh, quality. Oh, quality.
You couldn't even port that in its first freaking month. Like, it was like or in April. I hear you. I'm far on some of the Wii U classics I haven't picked up. Like, I've never bought Splash.
What's Color Splash?
Paper Mario.
Oh.
But I still haven't beat the original Paper Mario. I have it on my N64. I'm slowly going through it.
I'm surprised actually when Mirage talking about Mario Maker.
Well, Mario Maker was good.
I'm surprised didn't launch like Mario Maker or something like Mario
It's
Maker.
going to be in a direct in April.
In April? That's you're calling it right now?
I'm calling it now.
I don't know what. Oh, is Shantae?
Shantae?
Yeah, is that the like genie
Mm-hmm.
platformer?
Yeah. I have it on my Wii U and 3DS because of that bundle,
Yeah.
the Humble Bundle. Haven't actually touched them.
Nice.
Well, I got tons of games. It's just a matter of I get in certain moods and I don't always have the time to play them.
Yeah, yeah. What other games do we need to talk about?
Well,
Are we getting to the big two? I don't know what other. I don't think there's any other ones we're missing.
well, the main ones that they quickly announced, and I'll just go through the names and you can say anything you want. The thing with Shin Megami Tensei, I'm not a fan.
No.
It's just a trailer of just the monsters. Fine. They did they did your Just Dance and all, like your 2K, like your basketball and your sports.
Yeah.
Um,
Minecraft.
but that's been out for how many years now on 10 other platforms?
Yeah. Well, it was about time Nintendo got onto the Minecraft.
Well, I think it's out on
Train.
you in the 3DS.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think. No, I don't think so. Not the 3DS. I don't think. Maybe the Wii U. I don't know. I don't know if that ever came.
Rayman Legends. I don't get why that got ported. Like, I love
It looks super nice.
I have it for the Wii U, and that's the best version to buy.
Mm-hmm.
I bought mine for $20.
Yeah.
And that was not too long after Rayman Legends unfortunately came out.
Yeah.
It was a great game, and I highly recommend it. I've never even heard of that game,
I
Mirage.
have no idea what game that is, Mirage. I'm gonna look it up quick.
You look that up.
Yeah.
Xenoblade, which does pique my interest.
Xenoblade.
That's
Oh
just-
yeah, number 2.
That piques my interest, but I'm gonna play through Xenoblade 1 first.
I don't know what the game this is. It kind of looks like Rayman Legends.
I never played DuckTales originally or DuckTales Remastered.
No,
I watched
me
the
neither.
show, but
I never liked DuckTales. We're not getting into that.
No.
That's a whole cartoon talk. Today.
one of the games you wanted me to play is apparently neither of us was really right on our predictions, but
Yeah.
I'm going to take the hit. I'll try Stardew Valley, and it's coming for the Switch.
Oh, that's pretty good.
No idea when. They don't have.
Probably, I would say within the first 6 months, half a year.
Yeah, I know.
What else is
Oh, here's a game you predict. We all knew was eventually going to get ported. We didn't think the way though. They're putting Ultra Street Fighter 2. It's not going to be 70 something, but it'll be like 40 something American.
Street Fighter 2?
Yeah, Ultra Street Fighter 2: The Final Challengers.
No, I never even seen that. What? Street Fighter 2 Twitch.
2 characters have been added: Evil Ryu and Violent Ken. So, like, I forget. Do you have Street Fighter 2 Turbo or Championship for the Super?
I don't know. It's not plugged in right now, so I don't know. I actually leaned over to check it. I'm not 100% sure. It's been a while since I looked.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Mirage, that they canceled Scalebound. That made me mad. It's actually in our first BurlyCast, and if you never did watch it, check us out on YouTube. Burlymengaming on YouTube. It's all up there. And that was something I ranted for probably, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Because it had my intrigue on it.
Me? Not so much.
That's Luigi. Luigi's too hard to please.
Yeah. Yeah, Street Fighter's pretty cool. I like Street Fighter. You know I do. I'm not gonna buy it though.
It's like the only one I would buy.
Yeah.
Like,
Amy's my girl.
I've never paid for Street Fighter,
Well,
but it is something I have played Street Fighter 2 on many things. Guile and Ken are who I use.
okay, what other games did they announce?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting called. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, cool. I'll go find a list. I'll talk about some stuff. Okay, let's see what else they got. What else did they announce? I should have been prepared myself, but nope. Now you let Tyler do that. Da-da-da. What else?
Sorry about that.
No problems.
We might as well just get to the big two.
Anything else? I can't.
There's nothing of like really noteworthy or anything I can find. Like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which got ported, and like 2 other Dragon Quest games were announced. Like Heroes 1 and 2 is coming, but like 10 and 11 we quickly talked about as Mirage point them out.
Yeah. Oh my God. I didn't see the. I'm just kind of like looking online. They have the steering wheels for the thing.
Yeah.
And also then.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he's more going on the Wii U.
Yeah.
So the 2 that we were that we'll save Breath of the Wild for the end.
Yeah.
Because that's their big one. The one that kind of.
No, you go and close that. Don't half-ass close that. I'm watching you. Close that properly. And
Sorry.
the other side.
Looking for something. What came? What we like for Mario Odyssey.
Oh my God.
Not being a fan. It's nice not to be it's the 2D new Super Mario crap, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the hat gimmick is kind of cool that you can throw it and you can jump on it as a platform.
Yeah.
Like that's neat, and it being in like the real world.
No, see, this is my thing. When I was watching that trailer, it just seemed like they were kind of like playing around with like a city game, a jungle game, this colorful thing, and like a Mario game, and they're like, "Huh, well,
You tell my kid.
we can't,
We can't decide and let's
yeah, let's just." And then someone's like, "Why don't we just put Mario?" And they're like,
Sorry, I don't want to raise a pussy.
No.
My kid's gonna be tough.
Nice. The only thing he's been playing lately is Mario Kart 8 and Final Fantasy 15. I've played a lot of Final Fantasy 15, and if you ever want to know my opinions, it's all on the BurlyMinute YouTube channel. It got released on Friday, I think.
"Yeah, I think it was Friday." Okay, yeah, no, it just seems like they added a bunch of.
Not something I'm going to say yes or no I would pick up to, but I need to see more. And like I kind of understood that wasn't coming at launch, and they have to have something big at holiday.
Yeah.
Something that will work.
Yeah.
I
don't know. It didn't really do anything for me. Like at least Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 like had like a weird look to it.
Yeah. I had Galaxy 1 for day 1 of my Wii.
Mm-hmm.
I traded that in for the 30, like, oh no, I had it for a couple days, sorry, but I traded it in for like 30 something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A nice on saving up for some of the games you're saving up for.
Yeah, no, the game didn't really do anything for me. Like,
we need to see more.
Yeah.
We need to know more. And
I don't think that was a very good trailer.
Bowser, you can't deny. Bowser looks pretty cool.
Yes. Yes. But like Mario being in the city is kind of weird. Like he just like looked really out of place.
Yeah, but
like why not just like make
what's
it
a
like
callback to the best Mario game ever? Mario's missing.
Yeah, it's like
But is Luigi riding Yoshi?
But like why didn't they just like stylize the city to be more like the Mushroom Kingdom?
I don't know. We will see eventually.
Yeah, like maybe the story's cool where like there's like some time portal traveling thing, but he gets into like that one huge rocket ship thing, that like at rocket looking thing, and it like takes him different places. Like it looked really nice, don't get me wrong, but like the city one, just, like all the little like Easter eggs like on the signs and stuff were really interesting, but like he just looked like really out of place.
No,
which is interesting, but it's like meh. I don't know if I really needed that.
Well, we'll see more, hopefully, to sway us in
Multiplayer, or you don't think so?
Pardon?
Multiplayer, or no?
I don't think it's gonna have any multiplayer.
Not even like I can collect little stars with my wand.
That was the
Joy-Con.
dumbest. That was the dumbest thing ever. Like when I got my Wii on Christmas, and I had my buddy come over Christmas night, because his family doesn't really go Boxing Day shopping, and he had got a 360 for Christmas, and he wanted to, actually get some games for it, and the online adapter and Xbox Live. So we go to. He comes over and he's like, "Oh, it says the Galaxy's 2 player." I'm like, "Okay," because I knew nothing of Mario Galaxy. It was just part of the bundle I got, and it was like a really good. It came with like the Link's crossbow training, Galaxy, and like charging pack and stuff for like a really good price. And this was back when it was pretty popular in the Wii, and it was done by Zellers, and it came with like a tote bag and a Mario Party 8 zip bag for your discs, for your Wii games. Like that's where my Wii Sports resides, because I accidentally ripped the small Wii Sports sleeve for it. Who cares? So that's what we found that out. It was just I collect the star bits and can shoot them.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That we're like, wow, this is bad. Breath of the Wild.
Oh, we're talking about the big boy?
Yeah, well, we have to. We can't pussyfoot around it any longer.
So I only watched the trailer. I didn't watch anything else about it, so I don't know what. I've kind of stayed away from what it fully looked like, just in general. I just don't want to spoil too much.
Yeah, well, the voice. This is now having confirmed voice acting, which is nuts.
Which is about time. They've been talking about doing that for a while, so it wasn't like a complete surprise.
And just like Zelda's emotional reactions and stuff.
Yeah,
it's great. And hopefully, like I haven't seen too much on Link. If he's half as expressive as he is in Wind Waker, we're in for a real treat. Right now, I just have the game pre-ordered for the Wii U because I'm having trouble trying to find the Switch, and I don't want to I want to get the Master Edition for Breath of the Wild. It was $199 here in Canada. You can look it up on EB Games for you, Lou, to see what it comes with. It wasn't bad when it came with it. It's not as good as the Sonic Mania, where that was done. I'm buying that, right? But
I'm just looking up, sorry.
It's not the worst thing ever. Like, as a guy that has the collectors for Fallout 4 and others, like, I'm trying to limit back. It's only the ones that are really good that I'm going to pay the money for. That was one of them.
I don't see the pre-order thing. I'll look it up after. I think I saw it. It comes with, like, the Master Sword or something.
Yeah, here, I'll quickly...
I think I found it. Yeah, I found it. You get a sword, you get a Switch case, the game, the CD, some coin, a big box, and a map. That's pretty cool. It depends how big the Master Sword is.
I've seen some pictures. It's not bad size.
Does it say... Too lazy to read. Probably like good 10, 15 inches, which is fine.
But for like what you're paying, I'm not too bad. Yeah, just a single Joy-Con here is $64.
Fuck that.
99 for a pair.
$99.
Oh, good. At least in the pair ones, you can get a red and blue one, or just 2 reds, or 2 blues.
Why so many SKUs, man? That's dumb. Too many. I don't know why they need to do... Whatever. Let's just talk about Zelda. Hardware is pissing me off.
I'm very excited for the game. I'm hoping, like...
I'm actually, like, okay, maybe I'll get, like, all the negative stuff out of the way. I don't know. That trailer didn't do anything. I thought the other trailers that they showed were a lot better.
Well, I think this one was to more put into the scope of the world a bit, and, like, the voice acting. And
but, like, why not just do that a couple months ago? Like, why is hiding acting cool? It's not.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. It sold me on the game. Everything else has sold me on the thing. The open world. and that apparently you can go after you beat the quick intro, 10 to 15 minutes, you can get to the final boss.
Which is good, but
But you know, it's so much different. Like the only one that's even I know of this Zelda series, I've never played Skyward Sword, so I can't say, is Link to the Past, where when you get to the Dark World, most of the dungeons, well, I know Link Between the Worlds is better for it, you can go to. Like some of them, like you could do Palace, you don't have to do Palace 5 first. You can do Palace 6 and then go to Palace 5 where you actually have an easier time. Like Link Between Worlds, I think it's like one dungeon's item you need to get to the last one.
Yeah.
But the rest of them you can do without it.
Yeah.
You can do them in any order, which is the thing.
Yeah, they do need to switch up the Zelda games a bit. They're just kind of getting a little bit stale. And I think everybody's been kind of wanting an open world one.
Besides Link Between Worlds and Majora's Mask, which have really switched things up. Like Twilight Princess, the Wolf Form switched things up, but didn't switch up like you're still going dungeon to dungeon kind of thing.
Yeah.
This kind of makes it different.
Well, it'd be interesting to see if they can pull that off. They should be able to.
Yeah, and
I'm assuming we're gonna live stream that one. That one probably won't go up on the YouTube channel, but live stream.
We'll see.
Why?
Well, no, I just mean for like day one stream.
Oh yeah. But
because I because it all depends. Like I have Amazon right now shipping it to my parents.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get some time off work for. I'm gonna see right now. See if I can get the Switch edition.
You buying? Let's talk about Zelda. Anything else you want to add, or you're just kind of looking forward to it? Because
I'm really looking forward to it. Like, there's not much I can say. It's like it's Skyrim, but Zelda.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's gonna be good, but I don't know. I thought they could have pulled off a little bit of a better trailer. Like I thought the first one, where it originally got announced, was a lot better.
Yeah.
This one, to hype up stuff.
I understand. I understand that.
Well, we'll probably get another one next month.
And I think we'll be fine.
Like they just did a lot of like open, like showed the scenery around. It's like, okay.
There's not too much more of the game they did that you can tell they want to show you because they don't want to. They want you to kind of go in with a little bit, not really know much.
Yeah.
Which is something I like.
Yeah.
It's not you're. Oh, this gets spoiled for me. That gets spoiled for me.
Yeah.
No, I'm going into this going, oh my.
Yeah.
What's
That's
it?
why I kind of like. I haven't really watched any of the trailers or gameplay. Like I know they showed off like 17 minutes or something a couple times, right?
Yeah, I never watched those long.
Yeah, no, I haven't watched any of that. It's like I just kind of want to go in.
I've seen brief snippets of stuff because people show me.
Yeah, and it's like I don't want to go out of my way. I don't want to be a surprise. Maybe that's why I'm feeling like meh about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be a good game. Probably realistically on everybody's, if they don't mess it up, on everybody's game of the year list. It might not be number one, but it will be on like top 10s for sure.
If they do a really good job with it,
Yeah.
It'll be a top 10 game.
Yeah, easy.
But it also could be the Duke Nukem Forever, where
They just watched it.
I don't think that'll happen, but
I don't. This is
We don't
probably
know.
like the biggest game Nintendo's ever made, right?
right?
Biggest game Nintendo's ever made.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. So it'd be kind of cool if they can like see all their stuff, because like if there's no quests and stuff, man, have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back it up.
All
That's
right.
that's the real part that's gonna be interesting to see if they can do the side quests. Like they can do main story. We all know they can. This is stuff in
Yeah.
between quests, like the main quest, to keep people busy. Because didn't they say it's gonna take like 40, 50 hours to beat through the game?
Oh, if you want to go through everything, yeah, I can't remember the hour quarters I sent, but
Yeah.
it's going to take you a while, and that's good.
Yeah.
It's what you want, especially with a launch title that's this meaty.
Yeah.
Upping it for years.
But now that I'm like we talked about all the games. The launch title is a little bit weak.
Yeah.
You can't like people saying like, oh, it's super strong. It's like not really. Like you got Zelda. It's like, what game do I show? Like, do I play with my buddies? You know what I mean? There's not.
The 1-2 Switch, you're going to have people buy it and they're going to play it for the first 2 months. That's going to drop off.
Yeah.
They're going to touch it once in a while. ARMS, but that's not even launch. So, Bomberman, like, that's your multiplayer game. If you don't like Bomberman, then you're SOL.
Yeah. I would say overall pretty weak launch, but like Zelda can kind of like.
Nintendo has me helpful because of you're getting your Mario Kart. You're getting
launch window is not bad.
Third-party stuff that is coming over.
Yeah.
But so.
Yeah.
Well, just to wait and see.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I'm interested in the Switch, but the guy that gave us the gift was kind of hopeful to see if I can maybe use that for one.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, if I can, I will.
Yeah.
Because
might as well.
He has more than enough say on that than I do.
Yeah.
I've got no problem with using that, and I have some other with it to mitigate the cost down a bit. To make it where I'm like, okay, I can kind of justify seeing. And that way we can kind of say our own thoughts when it launches and then our own thoughts 6 months down the road.
So I think, I don't know. But do you think it's going to succeed or kind of die off like the Wii U? Personally, right now, your gut, right now, yes or no, is going to die.
My personal by going off my gut, it's going to be stronger than the Wii U at start because you've got the Breath of the Wild, and for the first 2 months you've got titles that are going to be coming out.
Yeah.
I think the drop off is going to be pretty scary.
Yeah.
Because those small third Mania, like the Sonic Mania, that's great, but every console's going to have it, and all these titles like Shovel Knight and stuff, they're coming. That's great, but like. If Skyrim was launched, that would have been smart. Like
no, they might. Nintendo might have not wanted that at launch, because then people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy Zelda," and then accidentally pick up Skyrim. You know what I mean? They're kind of like the same game, but not really. But they're still the world RPG thing.
You kind of want that at launch. I don't want to have. It's apparently not coming out till summer.
That's a little bit far, but meh. I see why Nintendo might have pushed Skyrim back. So I understand the reasoning.
Yeah. Overall, I think it's going to drop unless we find out in a direct, because they're having a Fire Emblem direct in a week or two, and having that on, and that's one of their franchises where I say mobile works. Like if I can get it for I didn't pick up Mario Run, I'm not going to pick it up for $10.
Are they finally talking about the mobile game for Fire Emblem?
Yeah. Oh. If it's we'll do a thing when they do all. Or at least I will,
cool.
Small video for YouTube.
Yeah.
If it's like Mario Run in the sense of that I pay $10 and I get even if it's like a third of what Fire Emblem's Fates was, just one of the 3 versions of Fire Emblem Fates, a third of that for $10, they got my money. Yeah. I will, and as long as I don't have to always be online all the time. Always have data for it or always on Wi-Fi. Yeah. That game is going to be because you can save in your turns. Yeah. I will be playing that to and from work every day. Sometimes I'm going to miss my stop. If it's done.
Yeah. But that's a whole different topic.
Overall, my thoughts of the presentation were not great.
No, me neither.
The president himself was a little way too dry. Yeah. I miss Iwata so much.
Yeah.
It's sad that he's passed, but he was charismatic as hell. Yeah. So
I feel like nothing kind of wowed me.
And the guy that did the whole shaking the Joy-Con for the Rumble feature for the ice cubes, that didn't have to be 5 minutes.
No.
Like that was horrible. Like I was impressed overall with this presentation. I'm not something like we both were right that docks aren't going to be on sale at first.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm kind of rambling because I'm just parts that still come back to me anger me. For my overall thought. If I had to give a number out of 10,
hold on. What are you ranking?
The presentation overall.
The presentation overall, or like the hype? How they did to hype up the Switch?
Both.
Combo.
You're not gonna like. Well, you'll understand my score, but people aren't gonna like it. I'm gonna give it a 6.
I was gonna personally give it like a 5, but
you give it your.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't really do anything. It's like okay.
My saving graces are like Zelda's got me.
Yeah.
If they didn't have Zelda, and Zelda hyping this up, this would have been like a 3.
No, I wonder if they could have like. It would have been interesting if they like kept it a secret this whole time, Zelda, and then just like bam.
What? They couldn't have.
I know.
Because you've been hyping it for the Wii U too.
Yeah,
so
that's like, the issue.
They promised something, and they were like, "Okay, our hardware's not selling so well."
Yeah.
And it was their own fault. I guarantee you, the Wii U would have done about 1.5 times better if the name was changed.
Yeah, probably.
Because how many people you worked retail when the Wii U came out and you sold a couple of Wii U's?
Yeah,
how many people thought the Wii U, did you have to explain the Wii U and the Wii are different?
Like every other person.
Exactly. I was smart enough, but there were people that aren't.
Yeah, like your moms and dads and.
I knew people that I work with that are mothers to have their kids.
Yeah.
And like thinking this would, I was like, no, that won't work with that. It's like you have to get this edition. Good luck finding that, right?
Yeah.
No retail stores barely carry the Wii U edition of it. You're gonna have a hard time. I'm like, you have to order that online. And they're like, oh, they're not one and the same. I'm like, no. I said that's not your fault. I said the company Nintendo made a bad marketing move, and they fit. Like the only thing, the more like I like the gamepad quickly.
Yeah.
Say, and I like that the Wii U at least was like. All your Wiimotes and Wiimote accessories work instantly with the Wii U day one.
Yeah.
That was the smartest thing they did.
Yeah.
And that.
It's interesting. I don't know. They have a lot to do. They need to talk more about the online stuff.
See, yeah, I'm not.
You need to actually get one in your hands to test the battery for undocked. Realistically, if I do get one, it's going to be docked like 90% of the time, realistically.
The time it's not going to be docked is when I'm like going to your place.
Exactly.
Like I'm playing on the bus for 10 minutes or you meet me playing 10 minutes in the car.
Yeah.
No, then it's not even 10 minutes. Yeah. So it's only undocked when I'm traveling between locations. Yeah. But I'm not going to play that on a flight.
No. I don't see people actually doing that.
I'm not going to play it on a bus to work. That's
it's too big. A 6-inch tablet isn't terrible.
But here's the thing. You know where I work.
Yeah. You got like a 10-minute drive. But like just in general, I don't think too many people will.
That's flashing I got money.
Yeah.
And the street I work on an area on the bus terminal at night is not something I'm flashing that.
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel.
Yeah.
If I had to put it into words, meh.
It'll be tweeted on the Burlymengaming channel if I can get one pre-ordered.
Mm-hmm.
If I get one pre-ordered, there will be a day one unboxing and a review within a day or two later of the over thing, or maybe the same day. It all depends. It depends. Because if I can get one, then I'll take a vacation day for work. Because it's on a Friday. It's not a problem. and then just book it out, like right box. If I can pre-order and like it's pre-ordered at a store, like nearby, I'll take the day off work and
go pick it up.
Play it. If the streaming, the stream stuff's not going to work day one. The share.
No, but we have the hodgepodge.
Bring up the hodgepodge. Try and stream as much as I can.
Yeah.
And play unless we find out HDMI protection that you can't turn off.
That'd be so fucking good.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Well, they have the share button, so that's we forgot to talk about that. It's kind of interesting they're having the share button.
You can only do pictures at first.
But they said video, so that's going to be interesting if they pull back on like locking down social media and like Let's Plays on YouTube and stuff. You know what I mean? I think that's a sign that they might.
I think you're taking an inch and stretching into a mile. I don't think Nintendo's going to do that.
You don't think so?
They
Why do you add that button to the fucking controller then?
Because everyone else has got a share button, and look at how you're sharing stuff normally.
Yeah.
You got to do it all through the phone app.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably going to mean now I got to pair out my phone and pair them together, so I can send you this image, which is not something I see. That whole phone app really made me mad because if the phone app was separate and just like the PlayStation one is, I believe Xbox Live has one as well, that I could just use it at my leisure and have fun like that. Fine, but that it's mandatory for the way they're building it. They can completely backpedal and be like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. It was kind of meh. The whole launch is kind of meh. The system itself's kind of meh.
Yeah.
Everything's
I think
meh.
this is a great spot to end it.
Yeah.
For all you guys, we hope you give us a follow. Either follow on Twitch, subscribe to us on YouTube, because we have content all 5 days. I will be streaming tomorrow. I am up in the air right now between Skyrim and Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of taking a break, just a 1 week break from Skyrim. I'm more interested to go back into Titanfall.
Yeah.
So I don't know as of what time on that'll be. Maybe 5 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My schedule changes rapidly, so I'd love to give you a concrete time, but don't forget to also like our videos both on Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah, helps us out a lot.
Helps
We're
us
getting
out.
pretty good numbers lately.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, guys. Yeah. We're doing good.
Yeah.
Keep it up. And then make sure to follow us on Twitch, because every Tuesday we do the BurlyCast Gaming Edition. Around 7:30, 8-ish, depends life. But yeah. And then usually we're pretty good at tweeting out when we're gonna do stuff.
Yeah. Luigi's a little bit better than me. Like the streams I do on Sunday, it's just by the time I can get something set up and do it, it's 10 minutes before I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So tweeting, it's not as good as I might as well just go off with the Twitch alarms that go out by email.
Yeah. Yeah, so make sure you guys follow and subscribe. I'm Luigi. Thanks for watching, guys, and
Tyler, thanks for watching this.
see you guys.